Hi everyone and welcome to Calm Creations. My name is Tia. Today I'm going to restart a new project, and I thought I'd turn the camera on and show you the progress. So I will jump down to the desk and show you what it is. Right, this is a Rolifes kit, and this is Beckas Baking House. Now this was my daughter's kit. She's already built it and had this one as well, and started this one but realized she'd already made it, so she had two of them. So she's given me the second set, and I will show you. I'll move that out of the way and I will show you where we're up to. So this is how far she got when she realized that, hang on a minute, I've already built that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct it and build it again, but build it as a Christmas room box. So I need to take off all the bits and just keep the shell. I'm going to, those are stickers, oh no, that's part of the wallpaper. So I should be able to paint over that or even keep it. So that's what I'm going to do, and it's got a little light in it, so she's done all the wiring for that. So I'm going to keep the structure of the box and then turn it into a Christmas room box. So what I need to do is I think she's already glued it all. Is she? Maybe not, because I think that, does that go in there? It does go in there. Maybe she stuck the frames on. I need to try and pry those off, and then I can, oh yeah, that one's going to come off pretty easy. Okay, yeah, that's coming off pretty easy. Doesn't matter if it rips because I will reuse it. Okay, and then that one. I wonder if I can get that off. That's glued on. Let's see what we've got here that we can pick it off with. That one. Okay. That little frame. Look at this little coat rack. This is so cute. She's glued that one on good and proper. So this is going to be a series of videos. Oh, those little, oh, don't lose eyes. Because it's going to take a little while, but with Christmas in the air, I'm busting to do something Christmassy. Let's pop that out of there. Right. So that's the little coat rack there. Put the little hooks, hang on, I'll pop them back in. I'll have to glue them. Okay, so there's a little coat rack. Focus, come on. It's not going to focus. But that's that. Now, that comes, because these all just sort of snap in, that one's come out, that one's come out. So I don't have to paint around it all, I just want to paint it all in one go, and then wallpaper. It's got a window frame in there, so that'll have to come out without breaking it. Whole piece going to pop out. Oh, look at that, it is. So that'll be, there we go. So there's the floor, ready to do. There's the battery pack for the lighting. Now, okay, so I need to take that little piece off there. Right, now I can get the lighting out. Okay. Now that I can just go straight over the top of. Right, so we'll keep that bit there. Now this window frame I want to take out of there because I'm going to paint it. Should be able to. Carefully. Okay, so that's got a little notch in it. Here we go. Now that should just pop out of there. There we go. Right. Now, how do I get that out of there? Still has to come out, doesn't it? doesn't, so that's fine. Right, so those bits are all ready to start pulling the paper off. And then we can find some new wallpaper, floor coverings, and then we can build a Christmas room box. So I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to pull all the paper off and then I'll be back. Won't be long. Okay, it's now the next day. All the pieces are sanded and ready to go. I have made a template of the floor just out of a piece of copy paper, and I'm going to use the these are mini popsicle sticks, to create a wood base flooring. So what I need to do is, that's going to be my template, scoot that out the way, and I need to cut and glue all of these to the template. I might use a bit of cardstock for that, I think. Don't use a staple because it will end up on my foot. Cut and glue those. Can you see that? Staggered them across, and then just fill in the whole template. So what I'll do is I'll pause the video, I'll cut another template out of cardstock so it's a bit firmer, and then I'll start cutting the little paddle pop sticks. These are tiny, so they're just over 2 inches. So what I want to do is just cut off the round ends and use those. So we'll see how easy these are to cut. I have got a little handheld mitre cutter, but because I've moved craft rooms, it's packed and I need to find it, so that's going to take me forever. So we don't want to snap them because it will tear the... Okay, cardboard template, and then cut some paddle pop sticks. I will be back. Okay, so I have snipped off all the ends of the mini paddle pop sticks to make them not rounded, and be warned, if you're going to do this, these little suckers fly. So I had one ping over here and go down into the printer. I had to tip the printer upside down and fish it out, and anyway, so that's the general layout that will be glued onto the bit of cardstock, and then I just have to cut these smaller bits to fill in all the gaps. And then with these end ones, they are a bit taller than the template, so they're going to have to be cut down lengthwise. So the next job is to sand all the ends so that they're all nice and will sit nice and flush together, and then we can start gluing. And then I had a thought, and I thought, well, it's going to be a Christmas room box. So I was thinking of doing a lounge, like a lounge with the Christmas tree, and then I thought, well, you normally, well, in New Zealand we have carpet in our lounge rooms, and here in Australia we have tiles because it's a lot cooler. But we're going with wooden floorboards, but we'll have a rug and we'll make it cozy. So that's where I'm up to. So I will now go ahead and sand all of these, and then when I'm ready to glue it onto the floor template, I will come back and start gluing and then carry on. So I will be back soon. Okay, all my floor panels have been sanded, and I think I'm now ready to glue them onto this template base. And what I was thinking is that I will just leave the base in the room box and just work my way along and fill it all in. So, got my glue. Oh, if I can open it. There we go. So I'm using Gorilla Wood Glue Ultimate, and I think I will just put some on here. You don't need an awful lot of this because it's so strong. And then I will try and brush it. Actually, I'll use a glue spreader because that cardboard's going to warp. But quick glue spreader, where are you? There. And then I'll just spread that on, and then I can move pretty quickly and get all these tiles, not tiles, what are they? Floorboards glued on. And then choose a colour to stain them, paint them, may even varnish them, or see, that's drying already. Okay, let's just quickly start. Let's get the first couple of rows in. It's going to be a messy little job, but yeah, that one go there. And I'm just staggering them like you would bricks. And then I'll need to cut the small pieces. Oh, come on, move. Cut the small pieces that go in the gaps. Oh, that looks cool. I like it. I have to get rid of any excess glue because stain won't go, it'll resist it, and it won't give it the good coverage, so I remove the glue as I go. and then I will be able to pull the floor out once it's all done, add in those extra little bits, and then trim down, you know, those front bits. I'll give the top of it a sand once it's all done, and then it's going to be pushed up there. Do some of those back ones. That one. Oh, it's shifted. Can go in there. Okay. Just like Lego. There. Okay, I'll pause the video and I will move that over and finish the floor, getting it all down, and I will be back. Okay, my floor is all dry. Now I've got to trim it away around the cardboard template, and then I've done a couple of test pieces of colours that I'm thinking I may use for the stain for the floor. So this one here is Americana Multi-Surface Satin. So that's that one there, and I did 2 coats on there. The next one is Timber Protect 1 Coat Satin Varnish, Light Walnut. So that's a stain and a varnish. So that's that one, and when that dries, that's got a bit of a glossy shine to it. And then the last one is a soft wax. So I think I like this one. I think I do. So, right, decision made. I will now trim all this down and then paint the floor. So to do that, I will use my craft blade and ruler, but I will pause the video. I will go ahead and do that, and then we will dry fit it and make sure it fits, and then stain it. So I will be back soon. Okay, the floor fits. It's all sanded and now ready to stain. So I did choose the Americana Multi-Surface Satin. So I'm going to give that a couple of coats and come back. Then I will focus. Then I will be back. So I will see you soon. Right, the floor is all glued down, and I've put the door in to check that it still fits. It's not glued in yet, so that's a good thing. That's the top of the what's going to be the chimney breast, so that's just sitting there. Now what I need to do is pull it all apart and do the wallpaper. So I've got a bit of wood here I'm going to use and make a chimney surround. So there's going to be a little chimney chimney surround, what are they called? Fireplace surround is going to go in here, and that's going to be the chimney breast. So that's that, but first I need to pull it all apart and wallpaper. That's going to be, I'll show you what I've chosen. I'm going to use that for the chimney breast. So that will go all the way to the top and around the side. So I've got 2 bits of that just in case, but I think I'll only need 1. And then the wallpaper, I've chosen this. So it's a scrapbooking paper from a Christmas paper pad. So that's the back, but I chose that one. So that's what we're going to do today. Right, we'll take all these bits off so we don't lose them. So there. Now, I think we will do the chimney breast first. Do that, that, and that. So I only need to do that out of the way. That and that. So that I don't need, and that I don't need. That I don't need at the moment, but I might glue that in. And then just got to make sure that glue will come out. Right. We'll put some glue in there. That's going to come out. Oh, I can see it. Some glue there. And there. Let that dry for a bit, and then we can start, that goes with that, start wallpapering these pieces. So I'm not even going to worry if the pattern lines up, as long as it's all going the same way. So I want it that way. So what I'm going to do is just glue them all onto there. I'll leave that mad because it's right. Right. Now I was going to do like a wainscoting around the edge, but it won't matter if I go over the top of the paper. So goes that way, so it's got to be face down. Okay. Glue on there. Now, there's a glue spreader, this one. Today is, this has been a few days of filming the process, but today is, what day is today? Today is Wednesday. Yesterday was Lennon's birthday. No, day before was Lennon's birthday. Today's my mum's birthday. Would have been her birthday. Is her birthday. Right, let's get all that on there. So I'm off work for another today and tomorrow. Go back on Friday. Work the weekend. And then do it all again. Okay, probably don't need to do that bit, but I'll trim that bit off. Okay, right. I'll glue that right in the corner, so we can eliminate cutting. So that can go there. That goes that way, I think. Pretty sure. Oh, I don't know now. Where's the box? That's the box there of the kit that I'm redoing. Pretty sure it goes that way. I find with these, some of these kits, they're very very basic, and they are just snap together, which doesn't really do it for me. It's not challenging enough. I mean, you've got all the, there's so many of them, but the older ones were the ones that you had to do a lot more with There was gluing and painting, and the newer ones, they just snap together. But this is fun redoing one. We've got Christmas ones at work, but they're those snap together ones. Turn it to the corners. Hope I've got that on the right way. That one can go there. Just got to remember to have them all the right way. Now that one I would say is that side down. Oops. No, that's right. I'm confusing myself now. That's the floor. So I'm pretty sure it goes that side down. No, that's not the floor. That's the back wall. Probably don't need to paper behind there because that's where the chimney breast is, but anyway, we're committed now. And then when these are dry, I will cut them out and have a look and see what needs to be done. What needs to be done next. These little glue spreaders are so good. Don't have to wash brushes and I've got a makeup one that I use too, a little silicone brush. They're so handy. Right to the edge, because that's where. Okay. Right. Let's see if that's the top one. That's about it. So we will let that dry and then we can do the chimney breast. So where did that paper go? Yeah. So that'll be easy to do because it'll just wrap around. Okay. I can't wait to make all the little Christmas things, Christmas trees and presents. Got a little chair that I'm going to make and put that in there. Sitting already. Me and the girls are re-watching the Outlander series because the new one's coming soon. So we watch a couple episodes every day so that we're all ready for it. This bit off there. I should have put glue on there. Think of that. Will do. Now, turn that over and see what I'm doing. And then that will wrap around there. Glue. My toothpicks here. Where are they? I don't know. Okay, so that's the chimney breast. So when that dries, I'll be able to trim it all down. Same with the walls. So that bit there is going to be a little problem. I need to somehow get a bit of glue under there. Needs a pin. it's not quite flush in that corner. So I just want to put a bit of glue down in there so that I can see how it's not flush. Why is it not focusing? There we go. That's a bit better. Just hold that there while it takes. I need to go and get a new craft knife because mine's just one that I got in a cheap pack from Aldi. So I might go down to Bunnings today and have a look and see if they've got a good one. Just hold that there for a minute. This wood glue is amazing, it doesn't take long at all. Okay, so those are all done. I just need to cut out the, probably don't even need to cut that one out, but cut out all the lock-in pieces where they connect to each other. So let me show you. See what I did there? When I put it on the paper, I didn't realise there was a hole from the paper pad, but what will happen is when the chimney breast is on, oh, that won't be covered. Hang on. It might be covered, but we're not going to sweat the small stuff. So that piece will go in there. That's the doorway. That will go there. And then I've just got to cut out those locking pieces. That will go in there and cut out those pieces, and then the chimney. Oh, you are going to see that hole. Hang on. Turn it on its back so that you can see what it sort of looks like. So that'll be there. That will be there. Sort of. That will be in there. You are going to see that hole. I'm going to have to do something with that. And then I can carry on with the next part. But I'm going to leave it at that for now. And when we come back, we'll work on the next part, I suppose. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.